Hey guys, welcome back to Sightline Strategies. Today we're going to talk about dry fire safety, or specifically magazines. Now, the question comes up from time to time, should you load your magazines with some type of dummy rounds or keep them empty for your dry fire? Me personally, I like to load my magazines. I want to mimic as much as possible what I'm going to be doing with the firearm. It does not matter if I'm doing something for competitive reasons or concealed carry, what have you. Let's try to mimic as much as possible what we intend to do with that firearm in our training. That being said, I am not a fan of using reloaded dummy rounds. What a lot of guys will do is they have a friend or themselves, they will use a real bullet, a case, of course not use a primer or powder. I have seen and heard of way too many stories where those dummy rounds get snuck into a ammo can or they're real ammunition and they go to a match and they get a click instead of a bang. That is a variable that we didn't need to introduce. On the flip side of that, I've also heard of way too many stories of that live fire round or some type of loose round getting put into those dummy rounds, and when you dry fire, you get a bang instead of a click, which is a whole host of other part of problems. Again, and it's also a safety issue. That being said, what I like to do is a dedicated dummy rounds. This here happens to be an ST Action Pro. There are several different manufacturers of dummy ammunition makers on the market. What this is a brightly colored plastic bullet. It does have a quote-unquote primer in the pocket. However, it is recessed and no firing pin, at least something that I have, will even hit that primer there, so to speak. Is it exact of the real ammunition? No, but it's pretty dang close. As you can see there, it's very brightly colored. And if you do reload, what I would suggest is if you use coated bullets, pick a different color and dedicate that color to your live ammunition versus trying to match your dummy ammunition. Seen that as well. So that being said, what I like to do next is on the last round, I will put this TRT Trainer on here. Okay, I believe this was invented by Bill Rogers, and what this does is this goes on top of the magazine, the last round of the magazine, and it prevents a round from being chambered into the firearm. Okay, so that way you can rack the gun as much as you need to and never have to worry about a thing. So even if you are going to use reloaded ammunition or dummy rounds, I would suggest, highly suggest actually, getting one of these. That way you prevent anything like that from getting put into the magazine. So what it'll eventually look like is this right here. It depresses, again, that first round into the magazine. So what you can do here, slide lock, magazine goes in, rack, never. I can do this all day long with a loaded magazine and never worry about something being loaded into the chamber. It is a fantastic tool in my opinion, and something that if you're going to use some type of dummy rounds in your magazines is pretty much a required component of your dry fire safety. Last but not least is the magazine themselves. These are dedicated magazines. They've been pretty beat up. They do not see my range bag or my range box at all, period, end of discussion. What I have further done to mark those magazines is I use blue painter tape. Yes, I know it looks like simunition stuff, but I don't do sims. I don't have sims. That's not my lane. So that's what I've done to mitigate that. Also, I know because I have done that kind of training, I see this and I think training, okay, inert, things of that nature. I know that this magazine is supposed to be a dry fire magazine. Now, Glocks are known to have that little tape. If you put tape around them, sometimes they'll stick, but what I have found, if you just put that tape on the back of the magazine to further identify it, I've never had an issue of this magazine dropping free in any of my Glocks, okay, across multiple generations as well. Just a fantastic, quick and easy tool to identify a dry fire magazine and know that it is a training only tool. So that's what I got, guys. I truly hope this helps. Keep yourself safe. What we're trying to do is eliminate all variables in our training to make it as safe as possible while still being as effective as possible. So let me know in the comments what you guys do to keep yourselves safe with your dry fire, and I'll see you next time.